Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Doc Russ, and I'm coming to you to basically introduce myself, to let you know my background, how I ended up becoming a PT, and all that. First of all, my name is Russell Poker, and I'm a licensed physical therapist in New York State. And growing up, my father was always sick. My father had a heart attack before I was born. He had a series of stroke throughout my life until each time he was more and more incapacitated, paralyzed, to the point where he was living in a hospital bed, had to be transported via Hoyer lift, and so he was situated downstairs in our home. So I always saw what was going on when he had his treatments with PT, OT, speech, and so I became exposed at a very early age to physical therapy, as well as the other professions, and that had an impact on me. My father passed away when I was 13 years old, and I think because of his situation, I was always interested in trying to keep myself as healthy as possible for as long as possible. And so I competed in gymnastics for many years. I did martial arts. I did a lot of different things, and I still continue to be very active. I kayak, I scuba dive, and so I'm always interested in maintaining and improving my physical condition in that sense. And I love a new challenge. Anyway, so how does this really reflect upon you? Well, because of my exposure, seeing how my father suffered in that sense, and I couldn't help him. And so when I got to a position where I could decide on what kind of profession I wanted to do, I eventually became a physical therapist. It wasn't direct from high school to PT school. I did many other things prior to going to become a physical therapist. Um, I studied physical education. I have 2 degrees in that, one from the Wingate Institute in Israel and the other one from the Adelphi University here in Garden City, New York. And after I finished my degree in Israel, I went into the military for 3 years over there, and I was primarily at some point a combat fitness instructor, so I was always involved in physical activity, physical training on different levels. When I got out of the Army, I was the kibbutznik, which is a communal village, and I was a farmer. I grew oranges and many other things on the kibbutz. Anyway, so when I finished that, I ended up here in the States and trying to figure out what I was going to do. I ended up going to phys ed school at the Adelphi University in Garden City. Did 1 year there, and they gave me a bachelor's degree based on the work I did in Israel. I knew I didn't really want to teach at that point in the school system. I was more gravitating toward the healthcare field, and I got accepted to Stony Brook, University of New York's State University of New York at Stony Brook, and I completed my physical therapy degree there. At the time that I completed it, I was 32 years old. I was married, had 2 little ones. So I had a lot on my plate, but I ended up opening and having private practices in Manhattan and then Long Island. So for 30 plus years, I've been a physical therapist from 1992 onward. And now I'm at the stage of my life where I've acquired quite a bit of knowledge, quite a bit of experience, and I'd like to extend my reach to more people. This is why I've developed my coaching program where I can work individually with somebody, over the phone, over a Zoom call, no matter where they are. And I can definitely help them achieve the ability to be comfortable leaving their home, being confident that they can walk and minimize their risk for falling. I can get them back to a level of lifestyle and quality of life that right now they're not achieving because of a lot of factors, either coming off injury, coming off surgery, prolonged hospital stays, the effects of Alzheimer's, well, not Alzheimer's, well, yeah, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, hip replacements, all those kinds of things that you might be familiar with seeing loved ones or yourself suffering from that. I invite you to engage with me on my page. Ask me anything you want. I'm trying to load it up with useful content so you have things that will help you or your loved ones. And again, I invite you to reach out to me and see if I can be of any service to you or to someone you know and love and care about. So below, I would tell you to write the comment health, and I'll reach out to you and we can schedule up a phone call to see if what I offer is something that you would find benefit for yourself or your loved one. All right. See you soon.